Hi, Roses. I'm Rosie, the psychic reader at the Psychic Ward, and roses are red. Violets are blue, but I'm actually reading the energy, not just riding the waves like some people do. If that's something you can connect to, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and watch the playlist. The playlist is called It Feels Good Now, and we're going to get right into this energy for Cancer. Someone coming closer who loves everything they were jealous of. And when I hear jealous, when I hear they, I feel like it's someone else. Like there's a group of people or a person coming closer to you who loves everything that someone else was jealous of. That's the vibe I'm getting. Practical. And the jealousy, it feels like it's just a natural thing. Like you're doing things that's making people jealous, and it's just natural for them to feel jealous. That's like kind of only their only option at this point. I feel like they still love it. Like they want to see more, but it's just like, I don't know, the jealousy is just natural. But there's also someone who doesn't feel a hint of jealousy, and it's just all support. Like the love is so real and so rich, it just keeps flowing. There's a real connection here. And whoever this is that's basically falling in love with you, this is your energy. Or you could be falling in love with someone because of everything they're doing. It just feels like it's so connected. Like we can literally be the same person. I feel like everything they do, you agree with and support. And that feels dangerous. It's like you never know if they're going to switch up at the last minute. And it's always up. This person could have trust issues. Let's just get into this energy. You have incisive here. Like it feels like it's a scary situation to some extent, but they haven't technically shown you anything to be afraid of. And you have tough, incisive. Did I say incisive? Something about scissors is coming up. Organized, someone being organized, like someone cutting something up, or scissor. You could be a fan of scissor. Someone cutting something off. You have invisible and purposeful. There's a visibility is coming up. All of this is so related to this energy, okay? Because someone was like, I'm invisible now, or they wanted to do something to feel invisible. So let's just get into this energy. This invisibility cloak is coming up. Like they want to stay in the background, stay behind the scenes, whatever they're doing. It has a purpose. And then there's something about toughness. Like no more Mr. Nice Guy. But it's kind of all over the place. I'm really trying to see what's connected here, because each one of these cards feels like is pointing at something very specific. So let's get into this practical energy. All right, the moon in reverse. Yeah, it feels like someone's manifesting, but they got turned around. If they're in this jealousy energy, like they don't want to feel jealous. They want to support, but it's just like, man, I want that. I want that for me. Like whoever this is, they could be watching you, or you could be watching someone else that you're manifesting based on the things that they do. Like they get a new car and you want that new car, but you're happy for them at the same time, but you also want to work hard and get what they have. But I also feel like it's not just because they have, it's because you're literally manifesting. And you could just be, sometimes when you manifest, you get closer to people who are like-minded to you. Because of course, if you want a really nice big mansion type of house, all of your neighbors are going to have that. You're not going to be living in the projects with a mansion. So that's the vibe. Like you're getting closer to people who have what you want, because you're about to be their new neighbors. So that's the vibe. You have Two of Cups. Someone is helping you manifest when it comes to this sharp energy, scissor. I also hear something about scissoring, but I really try to stay away from the energy. And I say that in almost every playlist. As soon as it starts talking about sex, it's like, it's never about nothing else. And that's also what the invisibility is about. Like once you expose yourself, you can't disappear. So somebody could be in a closet when it comes to that scissoring energy, this partnership. But I definitely feel like someone's trying to help you. Someone's trying to help you. I just heard a knock on the door. Someone's trying to help you get out. Okay, so you have Seven of Grains here. It could be tough for somebody planting seeds, or someone could be trying to get pregnant. Maybe because it's gay couple, guys, I'm not gonna hide from that energy. If you guys are a lesbian couple, it's nothing to be ashamed of. I do support that. So the gay community and all of that. So I know I get that I'm like always being weird about it, but maybe that's what's going on with some of y'all. You're trying to have a child or whatever the deal is with that. Okay, so maybe you guys are, I don't want to get too specific, but maybe there's something about this relationship that's difficult to plant seeds and get it off the ground. But I also see this person as being successful. It just takes more time because you're in that stage of planting seeds. You could be going through in vitro. You could be, even if this is a metaphor, you could be getting an adoption agency. Something was coming up with Planned Parenthood. And a lot of times I believe that it means abortion, but I'm looking at the literal term, like planning to be pregnant, planning this project. You have Knight of Feathers, or artificial insemination, or hooking up with a partner who's not really your partner just to get pregnant. That happened with Hagar and Sarah. That was coming up with Sarah offering her mistress to her husband as a way to get pregnant. Or just maybe there's just a couple who is cheating on each other. Maybe you guys are swingers. Something about a pineapple. Okay, so Knight of Feathers here. Someone's like, just say it. Like, say it loud, say it proud. Who you are. Like, be comfortable with who you are. I'm also hearing something about a canary singing. Okay, so then you have the High Priestess and Four of Grains coming out. High Priestess and Four of Grains. High Priestess is, I feel like, very connected to the Moon card because they're both very mysterious. And I feel like the purpose is for you to kind of do things one step at a time because you're constantly doing it. And I'm getting that from 24, like 24/7. And then Four of Grains being the rich fool. So it was someone who had a lot, but, well, I'm reading this as someone who has a lot, but they're being very sparing with it. Like they're hoarding it almost. So it feels like someone who, they have a lot of energy, but it's the same energy. So they're trying to be careful about exposing themselves because they might get old and tired and played out really quick. Or if this is the energy of something you're resonating with, like someone's very careful about exposing who they are. They're being very reserved and mysterious because it's the same old, and they don't want people to get tired of them. Like someone who's a one-hit wonder, but they're very careful about putting these hits out because it's the same song. Okay, so you have Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups, the King of Cups is coming out a lot in this energy of it feels good now. Like someone who's very comfortable in their own energy. It could be a very feminine energy or a very gay enemy, very gay flamboyant energy, and just being okay with that. I can't avoid it. So you have the World card. Okay, so this is Judgment card. Nobody can judge you but God, and that's your own self, your connection to God, however you see God. Everybody has a different God. I don't know, for some of y'all, you could believe that. There's a religion that believes that there's only one true God, and that is the God of Israel, but that could be just what you believe, or maybe someone's trying to ostracize you because of their own beliefs. Their beliefs are their world. Your beliefs are your world. You can believe whatever you want to believe. Then you have the Empress card. So I feel like there's a mom here, or someone who's looking at you like a mom, or you could be looking at someone like a mom or a mother who's giving you some sort of a pep talk or helping you organize your thoughts. And then you have the Sun card here, very practical. And this is the Hanged Man, but he's in an upright position. He almost looks haughty, the way he's standing there, like so proud of himself and what he's done, even though he's being crucified. Because the reality of the Hanged Man is, I believe they used to hang them upside down to their guts spilled out. These cards are so graphic, but that's how the religion is. The Renaissance and Christianity being on the rise, it's like they've been through so much and they still get persecuted. It's like, why would you want to do that? But at the same time, it's addictive. once you get affiliated with almost any group that you want to be a part of, it's really hard to separate yourself from this. So I feel like there's some sort of warning here. Like you could be coming out or getting closer to people who think like you or appear to think like you, but it's always going to be levels. That could be just something they're presenting to the world to make it easy, more palatable, so you understand what you're dealing with. But there's so many levels, and people are a complicated species, so it's always going to be more complicated than it appears. And I feel like that's the vibe here with this partnership. Okay, so this is a reading for Cancer, and I feel like if that's something you're resonating with, you could also be a cross watcher, or just be looking at Cancer in your chart, because there's a lot going on here. But I definitely feel like this person who's jealous of you originally, they could also be in love with you, or they just don't know how to separate those feelings of what is jealousy, what is love. Like they just want to be with you no matter what it requires, no matter what the title says. So that's the energy I have. If that's something you're resonating with, like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you're resonating with. Don't forget to check out the playlist. It's called It Feels Good, and I'll see you next time.